Hey, what's up everybody? Hammerheart Metal Reviews here once again, doing a brand new album review for you today. Today we are going to be talking about Stormruler and the brand new album Sacred Rites and Black Magick. This album was just released this past Friday, October 14th, 2022. If you're unfamiliar with this group, they are from St. Louis in the USA, and they play epic melodic black metal. Think along the lines of bands like Dissection, Dawn, Vinterland, stuff in that melodic vein from Sweden, but then also some influences of bands like Emperor with some of the dungeon synth and symphonic elements that are brought in some of the interludes. Even more recently, a band like Stormkeep might come to mind. This is Stormruler's sophomore album. They actually just released their debut last year, Under the Burning Eclipse, and that was a really awesome album. I find that they, based on the foundation they laid, the groundwork with that album, but then they have improved upon basically everything on that album with this sophomore output. The production is much crisper and cleaner, which was maybe one of the detractors from that debut album. I still absolutely loved it, but vastly improved here. And this is just like melodic and grand black metal, very epic in scale. This is just a two-man band. You've got Jesse, I can't even read my own writing, Jesse Schobel on drums, and then Jason Asbury on everything else, vocals, guitar, bass. And yeah, really awesome stuff here. This is a very lengthy album. It is 20 tracks. But with it being 20 songs, there's like 10 full songs and then 10 like interludes. They kind of space out every song, what goes like interlude song throughout the whole album. They kind of did that on the debut album as well. So I'll give you my thoughts on what I think about that. But in general, this album is 75 minutes long, so it is definitely on the lengthier side of things. The guitar skills on this album are really on full display, just so melodic. Great solos peppered in, which you don't always get with black metal, and even some acoustic flourishes here and there. And not to be outdone, the drumming is absolutely top-notch here as well. The vocals also very much on the black metal side of things, very raspy and evil, but decipherable at the same time. You can understand everything that he is saying. So as my usual spiel here for doing a review, I'm going to give you kind of a track-by-track analysis. I'll give you my thoughts on the album as a whole, and I'll score it out of 10 at the end. I will also say stay tuned to the end of the video, as I'm also going to give a special shout-out to another album that was just released this past Friday that I'm not going to do a full review of, but another one that I think you should go check out as well, which I will also describe down in the description of the video for you to check out. But anyways, without further ado, let's just get into this. So like I said, there are 10 full songs and 10 interludes. I'm not necessarily going to describe every interlude in detail, but I'll kind of run through the 10 main songs anyways. But I will say that the first intro to start the album is absolutely beautiful. That one's called Hymns of the Slumbering Race. And yeah, just acoustic majesty here. Really beautiful way to start the album. Then it goes into the first full song, Internal Fulmination of the Grand Deceivers. So this one just has a furious start full of melodic tremolo black metal riffing, and a vicious scream comes in. You just know exactly the kind of music that you're in store for. Very reminiscent of early Dissection, and I love that style of music. So really great, perfect way to open the album. Really sets the stage of what you're in store for. It's melodic yet evil at the same time. The drumming is excellent throughout here, and there's even like a lot of shifts in tempos throughout this song. It's just really awesome black metal. The guitar playing, like I mentioned earlier, really shines here. The lead work is amazing. The acoustics are a nice touch as well. You name it, he does it. Really awesome stuff. Great way to kick off the album. So after that, it does go into another little interlude, and then the next full song after that is To Bear the Twin Faces of the Dragon. Awesome song title here. This has a really aggressive start, just pounding, thrashing black metal, and it goes into these really great melodic riffing. It's really awesome. Once again, the drums just blast away. It really showcases the diverse guitar playing and different influences that he has, like the songwriting skills are really on display here, and this has just got a very fiery and triumphant tone throughout this song. Really awesome stuff. So after that, once again, it goes into another interlude. Then the next song after that is Entranced Within the Moon Presence. So this is more great melodic black metal riffing. I know I'm probably going to be saying that a lot here, but it also really gives the bass a chance to shine here. Throughout the whole album, actually, the bass is actually kind of dynamic. You can hear it, which isn't always the case in black metal either. But they really do a really good job with that here, and it really creates this epic and grand atmosphere. And this is a really captivating song. It goes on these different paths and different, like, it's just a journey. Different parts in the song just gives you different emotions, and it's full of victorious riffing and fretwork. Really, really amazing stuff here. After that, once again, there is this really nice, like, great guitar interlude lead into the next song. In my opinion, rather than having it be an interlude, it feels like it's just part of the song. It would make more sense for it just to be part of a song. It's kind of one of my nitpicks here with these interludes. They're not always necessary. Sometimes it kind of ruins the flow. This one doesn't ruin the flow here. It flows seamlessly. I just don't understand necessarily why it's its own little interlude when it really is just part of the song. But I digress. That's not too much of a negative here. I'm just nitpicking. But honestly, the interlude leading up to the next song, absolutely awesome. Then it goes right into it, the title track, Sacred Rites and Black Magick. Just once again, melodic tremolo riffing that is fucking glorious. Really bringing in the Dissection vibes here. But it also, that being said, it also shifts gears on a dime like so many times throughout this song. I just love the song construction, and can go from this really melodic part to very fast, aggressive stuff. And the solo absolutely rips in this song. I cannot applaud them enough. Awesome, awesome stuff here. So then once again, it goes into an interlude. Song after that, 10 Heralds, 10 Desolations. This one is fast and aggressive black metal, absolute riff fest. Just awesome riffs throughout this song. I think this is the shortest, like, actual song on the album. All in all, it's still a pretty decent track, in my opinion. Out of, like, the 10 full-length songs, this maybe isn't one that stands out as much as others. But that being said, still a very enjoyable song nonetheless. So after that, the next full song is In the Shaded Vlasian Forest. I absolutely love the start of this song. It's so vicious and evil sounding, and fucking riffs again. Like, wow. The guitarist literally has black metal riffs for days. I don't know how he wrote this many amazing riffs, and, like, I can't emphasize that enough. The amount of good riffs on this album, and even just in this song, it's ridiculous. Like, this is a perfect example of knowing how to write a black metal riff and how to transition from one to the next. And I don't want to just praise the guitarist. Got to give the drummer his credit here too. He absolutely kills it here, whether it's with relentless blast beats or non-stop double kicks. Like, he's just really on point here. And the outro to this song actually is amazing too. It really weaves in these acoustics with the melodic guitar, and it just blends together so seamlessly. Really awesome stuff. So then another interlude that flows right into the next song, which is Apparitions Across the Ravencrest. So this one, once again, more melodic black metal riffing, and this one almost has like a heroic feeling to it. That's just the vibe that I get from it. Really mid-paced for most of the track, and really showcases that they can excel in really fast black metal, but then also the mid-paced to slower paced kind of stuff as well. Really know how to write songs in different styles. Doesn't have to be 100% fast-paced all the time. But that being said, there are still changes of pace throughout this song, and it does pick up and get thrashier and faster in the back half of the song. But all in all, another solid song on a solid album. After that, it's got a little piano interlude, and then into the song Upon Frozen Shores. This is a definite highlight of the album. It's just absolutely amazing. There's so much melody here, and it's very sing-alongable as well, or scream-alongable, if you will. This one's going to stick in your head. Just really awesome stuff. I feel like it combines the best parts of a band like Winterland and Dissection, but then putting their own spin on it, really their own take on this epic melodic black metal. Upon frozen shores, you're gonna be fucking screaming it. And once again, the solo kills. The lead work here really shines. Awesome, awesome stuff. Definite highlight of the album. After that, the next full song is Along the Appian Way. This is an 8-minute epic. Starts acoustically, and once again, just really shows that they can seamlessly transition from one riff to the next, whether it be from acoustic to electric guitar. Like, those are just woven together so perfectly. And this song, wow, full of earworm riffs that are gonna just stick in your head. Brings out different emotions, goes different directions. Just another fucking great track. But wow, the amount of riffs that are gonna stick in your head from this song, absolutely amazing. So then after that, one more interlude that leads up to the closing track really nicely. And the closing track is titled A Malice Dead and Cold. It's a 9-minute epic to close the album. And this has just got more interweaving of acoustic guitar. So beautiful here. It's got a really nice build up. And the lead work, once again, really shines. It's like this beauty mixed in with the raw black metal vocals, but it works so well. Absolutely epic way to close the album, and even ends with a nice acoustic touch as well. So my thoughts on this on a whole, I mean, this is just loaded with standout moments. Absolutely great album start to finish. It's got riffs that are going to stick in your head, songs that are going to stick in your head. Lyrically, I absolutely love it. It's got like fantastical tales of dragons and sorcerers. That's right up my alley. Overall, this is really solid stuff. My complaints about it, I guess 75 minutes is a little bit too long. I do feel some of the interludes aren't completely necessary. Some of them work really well when it just flows perfectly into the next song. But then they've got some of these interludes that I don't know as it really adds that much between songs. So that's a little bit of a nitpick here, that it can kind of ruin the flow of the album. I feel like it could be trimmed a little bit. So I am going to be taking off a little bit of score from that, but not too much of a negative, though. Mostly, I am heaping nothing but praise here. The production is good. The performances are great. Like, all in all, if you're a black metal fan, you gotta go check this album out. It fucking rips. It's absolutely awesome. If I had to pick favorite songs, I mean, most of the album, but if I had to pick 4 or 5, I'd go with Internal Fulmination of the Grand Deceivers, Sacred Rites and Black Magick, In the Shaded Valachian Forest, Upon Frozen Shores, and Along the Appian Way. I know that's half the album, and that's not shitting on the other songs. I still like them a lot too, but yeah, wow, just amazing, amazing stuff. So to score this out of 10, if you have watched my reviews before, anything that hits like 7.5 out of 10 and higher is very good. If it hits 8 out of 10, that's something I strongly recommend. If it pushes towards like 8.5 out of 10, that's getting into like epic level. 9 out of 10 is next level, that I barely give any albums 9 out of 10. So where is this one going to land? It easily hits 7.5 and easily hits 8 out of 10. No questions asked. This is an absolutely amazing album. For me, I'm going to score this 8.4 out of 10. It's just hovering on that line of around 8.5, which is something that really is going to stand the test of time and be really solid. I can't quite score it above 8.5 or 9 for those couple little issues that I mentioned. But that being said, like, this is a band to pay attention to. I am an instant fan after their last album, and even more so now. And I can't wait to see what they do next. Like, amazing, amazing stuff here. I applaud this band for putting out one of the best black metal albums of the year. And anyways, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I do also have just a quick shout out to another album that came out this last Friday. I'm not going to have time to do a full review of it, but I wanted to mention it because it fucking rips and it's a really good time. The album I'm talking about is Daeva with their album Through Sheer Will and Black Magick. So this is actually the debut full length from this band. This is just over the top, evil, fun, blackened thrash, more on the black metal side, but with a heavy dose of thrash. Almost like Absu worship in spots, but yeah, just absolutely ripping good time. If you like old school black metal mixed with thrash, can't recommend this album enough either. Really awesome stuff. So go check out Daeva's album as well, and definitely also go check out this Stormruler album that I did the full review of. So anyways, if you've heard either of those albums, give me your thoughts on them down below. Always like to get some conversations going. If you haven't heard either of them, go give your head a shake and check them out right goddamn now. Anyways, these are just my thoughts and opinions as usual. Until next time, Hammerheart Metal Reviews, out.